Up here, Jafree's running for president. He is. I might vote for him too. All right, it's great to be back up here. This is therapy. Day at the beach. I can't see anybody. It's great. I can't see that I'm closest. No, I can see. It's okay. Oh wow, lots going on, huh? Never a dull moment. Got this crazy political campaign that just goes on and on and on. And it's quite ridiculous. So before I talk about Dubburn, I wanted to mention some of the other lamer candidates. You know, of course, something I didn't get around to talking about last time was Donald Trump. The one thing about it that's so ironic for me is that he gets all this crazy sensationalistic coverage, right, from all the corporate media. Yet nobody has seemed to realize that the guy, he's got like goggle marks over his eyes. He's been in the tanning booth too long. Nobody's noticed, you know. The guy's like, he's cooked. He needs to like stay in the compound down there in Palm Beach and just not be allowed to leave. But all that coverage, all that scrutiny, this is the central scrutinizer. And nobody's noticed that. This is beyond me. And of course we got, the other, the Clintons. Clinton something. Boy, man, I don't know. Let's hope these young voters they don't know of the past, so they'll vote for Dubburn, because I don't know about you, but I'm just filled with lots of less than savory memories from the '90s with the Clintons, and now you got Bill out there, and he's stumping for his wife. Please vote for my wife. If she doesn't get elected this time, all hell's gonna break loose. I'm not gonna be living with her, that's for sure. Fortunately, we've done quite well. I'll probably be down in the Cayman Islands. But no, seriously, you gotta vote for her. I mean, you don't want to see her get upset, trust me. It's ridiculous. It's like desperate despotism. It's sad. The Clintons, there he is, there she is. Forget it. Bernie ain't got dad. Bernie ain't got dad. That's right. He's the only one who's running a sensible campaign, one that he can afford. And I think that's the kind of president that he might be. He should be. He talks about and not the rest of these guys. They're like Vegas and stuff. They're out there charging ridiculous sums of money to blah blah blah. Oh, blah blah blah. Whereas Bernie's just like, boom, there's the answer, and that's it. And he moves on. He's great. Well, and speaking of that, this is my tie-in. This is hot off the presses. This is today from Facebook. All the good stuff comes from Facebook book. No, but seriously, this is a quote that says, is it really such a surprise that the Pope favors the Jew, that shuns the bakers, who wants to feed the hungry and heal the sick and welcome the strangers? That's right, Francis, Pope Francis. Don't call me Francis. Anybody calls me Francis, I kill him. No, it's an obscure reference to Stripes, those of you. Anyway, but so the Pope, he's for Dubburn, right? And I think that's great because personally, myself, I don't have really any affiliation to any denomination within church, within religion and all that stuff. So. That's why I like the Pope, because it seems like the Pope's not so into Catholicism. If you pay attention to what he's been doing, I think that's great. I'm like, yeah, the Pope smokes dope. No, seriously, but the Pope is great, and I like the Pope for a change, And I don't know if you guys heard about what he recently did. He recently overturned this long-standing tenet within the Catholic Church, and all the bishops, or whoever the fuck it was, gave their blessing, and he overturned it, and it states that now the priests They can wash feet like Jesus did, but now they can wash everyone's feet. They can wash women's feet too, not just boys and other men. I don't know about you, but that's a real gap filler for me. That really connects the dots, you know, in the big scheme of things. That's like the big Illuminati, Da Vinci Code, triangle of Penn State over here. You got Boston area Catholics, priests over here, and you got one Emperor Sarah. He's way down there. He's way down there. Or maybe it's not. Maybe it's not one Emperor Sarah. Jerk. Maybe it's not him at all down there. Maybe it's who else could be down there? Maybe it's Bill Cosby. I put the drugs in the drink because I wanted to get laid. Oh, really, Bill? Oh, that's so sad, Bill. Bill, what happened? You know, it's a real tragedy, isn't it? But I mean, what do you expect in our world full of drugs? Full of performance-enhancing drugs. You've got your performance-enhancing drugs, and then you have your performance-dehancing drugs. I think the cause has definitely fallen on the side of the performance-dehancing drug thing, you know. But it's so tricky. It's like an onion. How do you separate that stuff? It's like, okay, these are performance-enhancing, these are performance-dehancing, and because don't look to your doctor for advice. You know, he's just going to push the drugs, and they might fall on either side of the fence, really. Like Lance Armstrong, you know, he's caught doping. They're doping, right? Because he's got performance-enhancing drugs, right? But you know, isn't that the point, to enhance your performance? So I don't know, man. I mean, the thing with Lance Armstrong, the guy only has one nut. I don't know if you guys know that. And in my book, you know, anybody's got one, you just kind of give them a break, you know. But no, not our culture. We rake him over the coals. Well, he's one nut and all. Oh, he's a champion one day, and the next day, he's a lowly, nasty, cancer-surviving doper. He's a doper. He's doped up. And I just think it's impossible to separate the onion of drugs, because just like Milhouse, Mr. Nixon told us, there's a drug culture out there, and I'm not part of it. I go to bed really early. When I was my daughter's age, that's what I do. I'd like ham it up for all my cousins and all my aunts and uncles. All I had to do is watch television, you know, and television was a little different back then. I'm not a crook. So that reminds me of this one point that I want to make perfectly clear. Back to Clinton something. Back in 1994, when Nixon finally checked out with his conscience problems, President Clinton decided, oh, well, let's close the government. Let's close everything down in observation. President Nixon's passing. Well, apparently that cost about $40 million when you added up all the overtime, because not everybody can actually not work, you know, in the government. Things would actually cease to exist. So just keep that in mind when you try to discern and disseminate. Disseminate, yeah, that's the word when you think about Bill Clinton. And, his boss. He's out there hamming up. It's something. What else? There's something else I wanted to talk about. I guess I'll just have to wait till next time. Well, thanks a lot, and appreciate your kind, undivided attention.